We've got two here, and also we just put in temporary fence out, let them. We have not had a chance to close it. The only money that we got was we got money, and then through that reserve fund, we got money for fencing. And we didn't have the fencing materials, but we knew that this was a possibility of the project, and we got the fencing up and then say, hey, we have to tear this down to get our equipment in there. So we have the fencing, we just have to get it up.
Which I'm sure we can really good.
It's a base, and I almost think it might resemble a lampshade.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to set a time, another meeting.
We did not put the fencing up, we put up temporary fencing that can be taken down. You know, so it's not get in and out. Yeah, so. Well, I think
Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna set up another meeting for a town meeting with all residents, so we can get to come. And Mike said he was gonna talk to the school and see if we can't have this at the school. So that we can have a working meeting together so that we can look at how we want to get this $50,000 gathered up and what to do with it. I really think it would be to the detriment of the town and the community if we don't do it.
Absolutely. Yes.
You're right.
Yes. Yeah.
I would like
Well,
to
it's gonna
point
save
out
water.
that my theory that, look what happened
We don't have water, we're
last
dead.
time, what created this problem. All the snow collected up on the mountains, we had a hot spell. Guess what?
It rained on it.
What if that happens this year? What's happening now with our weather?
Yep.
So I'm thinking we should really act on this soon.
Soon.
Otherwise, we're
I
gonna
agree.
be SOL.
I think it's better to act sooner
Okay,
than later.
yes, you have a question?
Yes, sir, this right there. You're only naming up three or four people that have property on that. What about the city? Is the city gonna be responsible for their side of the thing?
So that's why I
That's where
counted
the city-
5.
Huh?
That's why I counted 5 instead of 4.
Yeah, that's the way we're.
That's what we're talking
The
about.
county
What we're talking about
is
is trying to
the
get the
town,
whole town to pay.
but there again,
Help pay.
like I
Right.
say, the council, we have to sit together and decide. I'm not gonna decide, I may come up with a plan, or everybody here may have a different plan. And we're gonna try to work that out with the information coming from the public as to how best to do this for the community. Now, I think the town right now could come up with 15,000. Now, more than that, we're gonna have to look and see how to do that. But if we write a $50,000 check and nobody pays into it, and we break a water line, then we'll be paying for that for the next several years. Because we wouldn't be able to get any grant money or anything because our books are.
We'll get a town meeting like we've talked about. I think we can get it at the school, and as well as you guys,
Talk to
friends,
the
your
neighbors and
neighbors.
friends.
We need everybody there, we need all their input. Because it is a town issue. And with their water wells and everything else. And, I mean, just like I said, just the quiet quick breakdown. Be $200.
Even those
Raise
that
your
cross the
auger
river
bill,
that
which would
use
be-
the bridge.
Yeah, which would be $16.74 a month, but it would be a year. It would just be that $16.74 a month for a year. Now, if other people, like my wife had stated, we could probably come up with 5,000. Okay, that takes a lot of pressure off of a lot of other people that can't afford that on the river.
Right.
Dennis, I know, could come up with $5,000 or $6,000 himself too.
Oh,
pretty sure.
thank you. You're welcome.
But the thing of it is it's a community thing, And we have to come together as a community. It's been too long that we haven't been. We need to come together as a community.
Everybody at each other's throat.
You know,
Right.
we need to not be at each other's throats, exactly. We need to come together as a community. We need to come together as a community group together to work this out, because it is a community problem. Because if the wells do go out, we're in dire straits.
Yeah, we have no community.
We have no place,
Be a
we have
town.
nothing left to do
No
for
water,
water.
no town.
And just so you know, the EWP money, this grant money is here because the president declared it an emergency because of the flood. Once the money's gone, it's gone. EWP doesn't open up again unless the president of the United States declares it an emergency.
Let's get it done in 2 weeks, guys. Come on. I'm all for it.
That's a
I'll
question
help.
for you.
Bring your checkbook.
All help.
That costs a ton
I
of money
told
to
you I'd
get
pay
done.
for my mom's.
What's a guarantee? How long is that gonna last?
And I don't
Okay,
even live
Before,
here.
just a sec, before also, we have a question over
It's
here.
gotta have something. How about the one put shit?
So
Can
your
you
government
form a
is
committee
6.1.
that would approach the affected landowners and get a commitment from them before the next meeting, so we know what our balance is? That will alter everything. I've heard 2 people volunteer money, more than $16 a month.
Well, no, you heard me volunteer, Dennis.
That's fine.
I was
the one
joking
on-
over Dennis.
Okay.
Oh, Dennis.
I can't answer for
If
Dennis.
those commitments can be secured before the next meeting, then we have.
It'll make a big difference on everybody else's bottom
That,
line.
that would
Right.
make.
You don't wanna have
We would
this
have
meeting
that to
again.
offer the group.
You know,
Right.
we don't want this banter back and forth.
No, I think unsolicited advice, I would come with your guys' proposal, and it's up to you guys to decide. People can yell and scream, but that's why you get elected.
So I got
I think
two
she had a question right here.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I don't have a question, but I think that your idea of everybody paying, and it's not a very big amount, $200. I mean, you can hardly go to the grocery store, for $200.
Get one bag of groceries.
And the idea of having a special fund, so if somebody has extra funds that they want to put in,
Exactly.
that it would all go into that, and then that would help the town as well, because 15,000 is a lot of money for you guys, I know that. And if we do have some other problems, hopefully there'll be enough money in this fund to take care of the whole 50,000, and the town won't have to come up with the 15.
Okay, so
Well,
let's
they
ask,
at first, though.
let's ask
They
Mike
might
then.
go
Mike,
price,
would
but
you
if-
be willing to go to the
if-
property owners and talk to them about that? You want me to come with you, or?
Oh, the other 4 property owners?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can talk with them. I'll find out what they can commit.
Okay. We'll have that before the next meeting.
Just talk
But-
to me.
I know, but
I
I
think-
can
I
get your
think
final
Scott-
commitment.
Scott is right. We need to come up with kind of a plan.
So I got 2 things though, okay? So, first one, and I think you asked about it, if something happens during construction or anything else, there's funds, okay? So, once a project is in the program, or pretty much any program with the government, when money's allocated to a project, it now has an investment. So I'll give you an example. There's a ditch over in Stillwater County that we did a grant for. It automatically came in to the program once it was, even though we were closing out, but because the state had put money into it and we wrote a grant, and that was my first grant 7 years ago, it automatically came in. So, and that has been what I've seen. Second thing is that the mayor has signed his life away with this already. I have a clause in there that if it doesn't happen, then he's off the hook, okay? But it is in there, in the
He's on the
agreement,
hook.
for the next 2 years, after the project is done. It is up to him personally, because he signed, that if there is an event or anything happens, a rock moves, it is his responsibility to maintain it. And it's written in there because it happened where a grant was written, a project was done, and then somebody came and took the riprap out. So it is a 2-year commitment that he signed, saying that nobody's gonna touch this rock that goes
He's
in.
gonna guard the project.
He is.
Insurance
I
premium.
guarantee you,
The
nobody
point I was
touched the rock.
making for any cost overrun that would come from an interruption
Sorry,
of
your
flood in
pocket.
the middle of their construction program. Is that insured?
It's not insured, but we're gonna make sure that we get help coming down. So, I mean, I have faith, because, I mean, I've gotten a lot of money to come down to these 2 counties. So, right now, we are at about $13 million just since the flood, of money coming into these 2 counties. And that's not FEMA, that is strictly the Conservation District.
I have a couple of questions real quick.
Yep.
This all goes through, we get this out. What is the time frame of the project?
Before September.
I know, I understand that, but I mean.
Once
we
it
get this-
starts.
Once this starts,
When would it be finished?
when will it be finished? What is your
So-
time frame to finish the project?
So we don't do the timeframe. I mean, once I have the permits, the okay from the bank, which would include the permits, I get the okay from NRCS. I sign into a contract, an agreement with the contractor. We do the work. So, depending, I haven't had to with any of these contractors so far, I've put a timeline other than I usually put in 2 months prior. But these guys are like spot on. You know, they're bugging me, can I start? So,
I
So once
understand
they
that,
start,
but we
it's
got
been about 2
high water
weeks.
coming.
Yes.
That's
So-
my concern is
so
if we
right now I
start
got about
this.
20 projects either working or going to be ready for work once the ground thaws. I have over 30 contractors, like today, I put out four invitation for bids for 4 EWP projects. It closes on the 31st. By the 2nd, I'll have an agreement, because for those, I already have the permits for those.
And
Then
we,
they're free to go.
so once we get this money, so Fish and Game and everybody's
I already
already,
have their permit.
okay, they've already signed up.
Yep.
Because I know, like I say, in 18 years, that's always been the hang of it. Fish and Game.
It has.
DNRC or the Conservation
Right.
District, or somebody has always,
So that's the part, is that I'm the applicant for this.
okay,
So my name, I signed the application for the 310, for the floodplain, for DEQ, for NRCS, or for DNRC. And it goes, because it can't go through the Conservation District, because we're a government entity, it has to go through FWP. So it goes in as a 124, not a 310. So that's my specialty, and I work with these agencies on the side of helping landowners with 310s, but now I am the landowner and I have to go through their hoops. And I'm just lucky that I have a good relationship with them, so.
So being a river bottom and the ground not froze, they could start now, correct?
They are doing some, like I said, Mindenhall's working, but Mutual Ditch, there's
Uh-huh.
construction going on
Uh-huh.
right now. So it really depends on what type. So I know of another site over in Stillwater, and they're hauling dirt out. That has, they got 200 truckloads to haul out for this project and take to another project. So they're using this cold weather to do whatever they can. They have, on another job site, they have the rock sitting on the ground, ready to be put in place as soon as because it's their butt on the line too.
Right.
So they are covered by their insurance to do the job, and they do not get paid unless the job meets the criteria from the engineers.
Awesome.
So,
It looks good.
Engineers are coming from the state or the county?
It's a
for this one is,
It's a private agency.
Private?
this is WGM. So they have done a lot of our our EWP projects. So it started out, NRCS was doing all of them, engineering all of them for us to help keep the cost down. However, they ran out of time, people, cutbacks. So we've had to outsource the projects now, and the district is paying up to a percentage of the engineering cost.
The engineer,
Gotcha.
Is the riffraff coming from Warren?
they'll put their engineers.
No, it'll be
No,
coming
I
through
said
by,
Huh?
was here in Edgar.
It'll
Edgar,
come from Edgar.
Edgar.
Edgar?
Yes.
So it's at the discretion
Edgar?
of the
That rock
contractor,
pile.
but it has to meet the
There's 2 rock pits
criterias. It has to, so we have testing on
Oh, you mean
rock.
up on the hill?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Across the bridge, or, all has to be class 2 riprap, go down Homestead Road, there's 2 rock quarries there. DeFreeze and I don't know the other guy, but that's where it's coming from, is the other guy.
They're gonna clear out
Pardon me?
You're
the
talking
pits
about.
around here.
Yeah, it's
This
all
project.
large rock, 8,250 ton of, angular rock, this big.
Where are they gonna start? They're gonna start on that dead end by the her.
That's up to them.
That will be, once we
Up to
get
the
closer,
contractor.
then we will start having
Actually,
the next
we'll
meeting.
go
will
in
be-
and dredge, for lack of better words, we don't wanna use the word dredge on it,
I
but
was just
That's
gonna
a-
say,
that's a
you
bad
can't,
word.
that's a bad word.
essentially they will go in and dredge some of that out.
That's what they told me, that they'd start and get that so that the river's going back where it was.
And we don't use dredge, we use clean excavation.
There you go.
Yeah.
He used dredge.
Okay.
If you don't think they're listening, they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so, go ahead.
Quick question. So all these folks on the river there are gonna put up some money, get their land fixed, or secured more or less, so they don't lose any more. So you're gonna have, well, not you, but whoever you decide to hire to do the job, you're gonna have equipment that's gonna come on their land. Got to.
Yeah.
So when the construction's done, their land's gonna be,
No, they reclaim it.
No, so that's part of the conservation district. We will not leave land bare, and we will not leave it in worse condition with it. So
Yeah, there'll
it
be
is part,
some
will be
willows.
satisfied.
so anything, not only of that area, but wherever they stage the rock, which was what we were talking about, wherever we stage the rock, because with that heavy a rock, it's going to compact the ground more.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be bringing in topsoil and then hydro seeding and making it better than it was. We will not leave dirt disrupted.
Okay, so that's
So-
guaranteed for
I
them.
like
Guaranteed,
that.
because I will not allow it.
If it was me, I'd expect it, it's my
I
land.
still.
You know?
I'm very proud of these projects, and if anybody's in Stillwater or wants to have any site visits to any of the projects that we have completed, which isn't done much in Carbon, because we're funded late, but let me know and I'll take you on a tour.
That's the guys that came to. Stillwater.
Okay, so we will keep your eyes open for a post
Right,
that'll let us know when we're gonna have
right.
the next meeting.
We'll try to get it scheduled for next week.
Because the sooner we get this done and get that in, the sooner they can start.
You already have a contractor?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
All that's been,
Okay.
Who?
ready to
contractor and
go.
subcontractor.
Is
And
yours
they're both
better?
licensed
Blackbeard.
with, Blackbeard Construction and 406 Excavating.
So he was the lowest bidder, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And they're good.
Yep.
Okay, so do we have anything else from the council? Do you guys need anything else?
Well, I'm good right now.
Scott?
I just recommend we'll have a proposal by next meeting to where that's what we're talking about. We're not pitchfork and torch meeting. It's get to the business, get this moving and get the ball rolling.
Get her done. Okay,
Yep.
sounds good. Sharon, do you have anything else?
Thank you guys.
Okay,
Thank you, guys.
thank you. Meeting's
Thank
over.
you.
Or wait, we got a motion.
Yep.
I have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second.
I'm ready to go.
Your motion.